Morning to everyone. Thank you so much for joining us today for Mindset Monday. So today we're going to be talking about, let's start off with this. Let me ask you a question. How many of you, and you can put it in the chat, just thumbs up if you agree with me. How many of you wants to make more sales? Thumbs up if you agree, just to make sure that I know everybody's alive and with me this morning. Or unmute yourself, whatever is easier for you. Just want to get some feedback right now. How many of you wants to make more sales?
Me.
Everybody. Awesome. How many of you wants to be the expert in your community? Thumbs up if you agree with me. Who wants to be the expert or be known as the expert? Everybody, for sure. Love that. Thank you so much for the feedback. So today we're going to be talking about be the expert and make more sales. Okay, that's what we're going to be talking about this morning. But how do you do that? How do you become the expert? And how do you convert that into making a lot more sales? So it's no secret that salespeople are normally not very trusted, right? So there's actually a site that I always look for information and stuff like that. It's called the Gallup Poll. It has been doing a consumer report and publishing stat for years. They've been doing this forever. So the purpose is that they evaluate which professions are the most trusted among Americans and which are the least trusted. Well, at the very top for 2019 and 2020, you have the nursing profession as the very trusted, followed closely by medical doctors, pharmacists, and high school teachers. Meanwhile, at the bottom, all the way at the bottom, you have the car salespeople. How many of us, we all love car salespeople, right? No, we don't. No disrespect to if we have any car salespeople on site, but that's what the poll was saying. So you have car salespeople and members of Congress. But let's talk about today the difference between salespeople and experts. How can you change the way that people view you so that you can make more sales? And that's the question that I want you guys to really think about. How can you change the way people see you so you can make more sales? Well, if you think about this for a minute, celebrities, right? They're never viewed as salespeople, even though they sell stuff all the time. So why is that? Celebrities definitely endorse products and services. Think of a golfer or a basketball player or your favorite sports athlete. Most likely, he's sponsoring or endorsing something, and really, he's selling it. But although that athlete is promoting that product and in effect selling it, people don't see it that way. Now, think about a doctor for a minute. Doctors, what is it that they do? They sell drugs and they push products or different things all the time. But doctors aren't viewed as salespeople. Why is that? Well, because doctors prescribe, right? Doctors don't sell, they prescribe. When is the last time that you heard somebody say, yeah, the doctor sold me these drugs? You don't hear that. They don't say that. They say the doctor prescribed me this or that. Medicine changes your thinking. The doctor is viewed as an expert. They're not viewed as a salesperson. So as a salesperson, how can you then change your positioning and be an expert? How can you change how people see you, right? So think of somebody that you consider an expert, just anybody on social media or finance or maybe personal development. Think of somebody. For me, somebody different comes to mind in all of those different industries. When I think of personal development, I think of Tony Robbins, for example. When I think of personal finance, I think of Dave Ramsey. When I think of social media expert, I think of Gary Vee. So if you watch YouTube videos or you're on Instagram, chances are you've seen some of his content. So what is the difference between these experts and you? So they educate people. That's the difference. They educate people. They give out advice. They give out content. Steve loves talking about this, putting content together, right? Providing value, delivering content. So that's what they do. They deliver value. So what can you as a salesperson do differently? What can you as a real estate agent, what can you do differently? Well, the biggest thing again is to educate. You can educate your leads, your prospect, and all the people that who want your product or service and why they should and what's the value for them or what's the value of it. So you can become an expert if you do this. You educate and you provide value. You put content together that's valuable to the consumer. So what are the different options on how to educate so you become an expert? What options do you have? Well, you can answer questions in videos, for example, and in social media or in a blog post or in a book, or you can go out there and educate your prospect and be positioned as an expert rather than as a salesperson. You can do workshops, right? And in your community, you can partner up with other vendors and provide some kind of workshop so you can help them and you can advise them and you can train them. So here's an example. If somebody records a video of someone trying to sell a car uh, and post it to YouTube, chances are it's not going to get any traction unless people are laughing at it, right? But let's say that you post 5 tips for buying a car or the 5 biggest mistakes people made when buying a car and how to avoid them. You see, the position is a little bit different. Now you sound like an expert. So chances are when somebody's using or somebody is thinking of buying a car, they're going to say, oh man, I hate the buying car experience. And then they Google, they search YouTube for advice. Then they'll find the tips that you're sharing and they'll get value from it. So at that point, you, my friend, are viewed as a completely different person. You're now an expert in that field. Chances are, if you're in the area and you're a car salesperson, they might come to you and buy a car because you're now a trusted expert. The same thing goes with real estate. So it's not the same thing as saying I'm here, I'm selling this house, right? You're not gonna get the same type of attraction if you do you post your home and you say the 5 mistakes to avoid when buying a house for the very first time, or things to look at when you're trying to buy a home, or something to that effect. So that's one of the best advices that I could give you to any fellow salesperson is change the way people see you by changing your message to education, to providing value, to answering questions, and not just to selling. Obviously, selling is how you make money, but you're seen as an expert, and that's really how you're gonna attract people. You want to build a relationship way before they probably meet you in person. Essentially, how people see you is really, really important. So remember this, how people see you, that's how they'll treat you. So be the expert and make more sales. So that's my advice to you this morning. I just wanted to explore your mind a little bit and make your mind wander and explore, see different type of scenarios and situations where you can position yourself as the expert. And there's a lot of opportunities out there that you can really, really become the expert in your area and convert that into sales. But in the meantime, you're building all these relationships and people are going to be referring you a lot more business. So before we continue, I wanted to congratulate everyone at Broker Nation for a wonderful month for the month of March. We closed over 100 transactions for the month of March. What an accomplishment! So I want to congratulate the entire Broker Nation family for making this possible. I was talking to Ray. Ray is joining us here today. So Ray, when he told me that, I got goosebumps. I'm like, oh my God, like this is a good number for us for 1 month. So I cannot wait to see what the rest of the year is holding for us. So congratulations once again for making that possible and making that happen. So congratulations to you, the agent. You guys are the best. So Steve, what do we got, man?
Yes, congratulations all. That's really exciting. And this week we have, remember on Friday, we have Real Estate Friday. Daylon, do we have any special guests that you can give us a little teaser on for Friday?
We have 3 special guests, but I'm trying to see which one I'm gonna go ahead and interview this Friday. So we have people that do mold remediation and why that's important. This past Friday we talked to an inspection company, and Mike, very, very interesting, the information. So if you missed it, feel free to reach out to us. We'll send you the link so you can see the recording of it, or send you the information so you can see, or you can talk to them personally. They provide so much value. And even before that inspection period, things that you could do and you can look at, and maybe you can implement in your listing presentation, like doing a pre-listing inspection, so you know, and get everybody on the same page. So if you didn't see it, please feel free to reach out to Steve at brokernation.net, or myself, Dailan at brokernation.net. We'll be more than happy to send you the recording for you. If you want the information, just feel free to reach out to us and we'll send it to you as well. But this Friday, we have for Real Estate Friday, I really encourage you to sign up, register. If you know anybody that might take advantage of this, send them the link or have them register at where, Steve?
www.brokernation.events. That's brokernation.events instead of brokernation.com or .net. Dayline at the end, you put a .events. And I post all of our latest and greatest events. Sometimes it changes. Sometimes midweek we'll have something come up really quick. So make sure you save that, bookmark it, and remember it, brokernation.events. That's where you register for all of our events. Also, both external and internal. All you Broker Nation people, that's where we have our internal meetings and everything are posted there, and all of our external trainings that we do for all real estate agents.
Excellent, excellent. All right, so please feel free to register somebody else that might be interested in this. And I look forward to seeing you guys on our next training. Stay in touch with that website, www.brokernation.events, just because we might be coming out soon with other types of trainings and events for you to take advantage of. And if you haven't read the book yet, which book we always recommend, that it's a guide. It's just something for you to take advantage of. Ray, what's up with that, man? What do you have in your hand?
Here it is, a very good book I recommend, The Ultimate Guide to Becoming a Top Producing Agent, written by our very own Dalen Rubito. It's jam-packed. It looks like a small book, but it is jam-packed. I can guarantee it, with plenty of tips to help you take your real estate career to the next level.
Thank you for that. What is that saying that goes, good things come in small packages?
That's right.
So it's a guide, take advantage of it. That's just for you to just have some idea, things that you can do. Sometimes you got to think outside the box and just bring in a lot more deals, more business to you, attract more, build more relationship and attract more business and make more sales. So it's just a guide for you to take advantage of. So go to dailanrobido.com and you'll be able to get the free ebook version of that book, or feel free to pass by the office here in Doral. We'll be more than happy to give you a copy of the book. So with that said, guys, thank you so much for joining us today on Mindset Monday. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your week. Make it a great Monday.
Thank you.
See you soon. Bye, Madiel, and bye, everybody. Take care.
Bye.
Reminder, all you Miami realtors that are not with Broker Nation, if you want to learn more about us and what we do and possibly joining us, go to joinbrokernation.net. That's joinbrokernation.net. Thanks, everyone. Have a great week. I'm going to ask everyone to unmute and put it on gallery, and everybody just wave goodbye, and let's have a great week.
Bye, everybody.
Bye-bye.